Very good morning. Welcome to Quantum Online Academy. This is your Dr. Nagaraju Pendam. So please share and subscribe our YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is especially for giving the physics and electronics to you. So please concentrate and learn and circulate to your friends also. This information you have to circulate to your friends also. In our previous video, we are discussing about how we calculated the resistor color codes. Based on the resistor color code, what is the quantity of the resistance we find in our previous video. In this video, we are discussing about a capacitor color code, capacitor number, not color, capacitor number. Based on the number, how much capacity that has, we have to tell. Once you have to see, this video is very helpful to you who are doing the practical exam. People will ask 104, what is the capacitance of that capacitor? They will ask, right? So first you see the capacitors made with ceramic material. Capacitor also made with which material? Ceramic material. Capacitor also made with a ceramic material. Ceramic material, right? If you break the capacitor, it can appear as a white color. Suppose you see, these are the capacitor varieties of the capacitor. I will show you. This is one variety of the capacitor. This is one more variety of the capacitor. This is another variety of the capacitor. Like these capacitors we have. Now you have to see the capacitors. Three of varieties of the capacitor I shown you. Many varieties also is there nowadays. What are the, how we have to show? In your laboratory, first you have to see 104 number is there. This is one variety of the capacitor. That capacitor is two terminal capacitor. Here one terminal is there. The terminal is whichever is the bigger size is there, that one you have to consider as a positive. Whichever is a smaller one is there, that you have to consider as a negative. Now both wires are not same, both terminals are not same. One terminal is bigger, one is there. So one terminal is bigger, that bigger terminal you have to consider as a positive, bigger one. Now the compared to this, there is a small one is there, other one you have to take it as a negative, you have to take. 104 is there. How we have to calculate the capacities? What is the capacitance of 104? Now you have to see 104, we need to calculate. This is a 104 capacitor or condenser. How much capacity for this condenser? How much capacity? Capacity we need to calculate. How much capacity? First you see, first two digit you have to write as a digit, you have to write 10. Next, the third one you have to write it as a multiplier. Third one is the multiplier. Which one it is? 10 to the power of 4. That is the multiplier. You multiplied with picofarad. Capacity is a huge unit. That's why you have to consider as a picofarad. You have to consider. How we have to picofarad? You have to say. Yesterday I told kilo, mega, giga I told. Now you have to see. Milli means 10 to the power of minus 3. Micro means 10 to the power of minus 6. Nano means 10 to the power of nano. Based on the symbols I am giving, nano is equal to 10 to the power of minus 9. Pico is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12. Milli 10 to the power of minus 6. Nano 10 to the power of minus 9. Micro 10 to the power of minus 6. Pico 10 to the power of minus 12. You have to this ceramic material, every ceramic condenser made with picofarads. Picofarad. That's why you have to write here 10 into 10 to the power of 4 is equal to 10 to the power of 5. 1 picofarad is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 farads. Correct? 10 to the power of minus 12 farads. 10 to the power of 5, 10 to the power of minus 12 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7 farads. 10 to the power of minus 7 farad. Now you have to take this one. How we have to arrange this? First you have to write 10 to the power of minus 1. 10 to the power of minus 1, 10 to the power of minus 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 you have to take. 10 to the power of minus 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. 10 to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 by 10. Therefore, we have to write 0.1. 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to micro. 0.1 microfarad. How much it is? 104. If it is 104, what is that capacity? Capacity is equal to, that capacity is equal to, C is equal to 0.1 microfarad. If it is 104, 0.1 microfarad. Clear? Now, not like this. One more variety is there. In one more variety, 2 into A into 104 into, so J is there. What is this? 204 into, which one is there? 2A. This one is 2A. The second is 104 and third one is the J. 2A 104J. How it will be there? It is also same. The bigger one you have to consider as a positive. The smaller one you have to consider as a negative. Which one you have to consider? Bigger wire. Bigger that terminal you have to consider as a positive. Compared to this one, next one is the smaller one. That one you have to take it as a negative you have to take. What is this code? Once you have to see, I will teach to you. 2A is there. This is the number. 104J is there. Here 104 is there, no? 104 as it easily be found. This will give the capacity. This will give the capacity of that condenser, particular condenser. What is the 2A? 2A is a operating voltage. Operating voltage of this capacitor. Operating voltage or maximum voltage. This operating voltage, this voltage we also call it as maximum voltage. Operating voltage or maximum voltage of particular that capacitor condenser. What is the J? J is nothing but tolerance. How we discussed in the resistor same, we are discussing as a J is a tolerance. Clear? Once again you have to see 2A is a operating voltage. That chart I will give to you. 104 is the capacitor, capacitance of the capacitor, and J is the tolerance. 104 how much it is there? If it is 104, 0.1 microfarad. This capacity is equal to 0.1 microfarad. If it is 104, 0.1 microfarad. Suppose we have to see not 104, 103 is there. Otherwise, some another ones you have to see. 100 capacitor if you have to take. What is the capacitance of this? If it is 100 capacitor, what is the capacitance of this? We have to calculate. How we have to calculate? Once you have to see. If it is 100, how we have to write? First two digits you have to write. These are the digits 10 into. Next 0 you have to write as a multiple 10 to the power of 0. 10 into 10 to the power of 0. And you have to multiply with picofarad. That is a pico means 10 to the power of minus 12. 10 into 10 to the power of 0 is equal to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. So therefore what we have to write? 10 to the power of minus 11 farad. 10 to the power of minus 11 farad. Otherwise you have to take a 10 picofarad, 10 picofarad or 10 to the power of minus 11 farad. In terms of micro I am converting. How I am converting the micro? Once you have to see. 10 to the power of minus 5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 I am writing farad. So this one 10 to the power of minus 6 into farad is equal to microfarad. 10 to the power of 5 is equal to 0. How many zeros I have to keep? 4 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is the 0.00001 microfarad. Or this one we have to represent as a 10 picofarad also, if it is 100. Now you have to see, if it 101, If 101 is there, how we have to write? Once you have to take first two digits, you have to take it as a digit. 10. Next one is multiplier of 10 to the power of 1. Next, it is made with picofarad, right? So 10 into 10, 10 square into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. 10 to the power of minus 12 farad means 10 to the power of minus 10 farads. How we have to write this one? 10 to the power of minus 4 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. 10 to the power of minus 4 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads is equal to microfarad. So therefore, how we have to write? 0.001. 0001 means 10 to the power of minus 1 microfarad it will come. 0.001 microfarad if 101. If it is 102, in your laboratory, if you want to take 102, first two digits you have to write, that is the 10. The next number is the multiplier 10 to the power of 2, correct? Then next you have to multiply with picofarad. So now you will see 10 cube into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. Therefore, how we have to write? 10 to the power of minus 9 farads. 10 to the power of minus 9 means nanofarad, or in terms of the micro, how we have to convert? 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. So therefore, 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into farad is equal to microfarad. Therefore, how we have to write? 0.001 microfarad we are writing. 0.001 microfarad. Suppose if you have to take 103, 103 is there in the capacitance. How we have to write? First two digits you have to write 10 into, next you write the multiplier 10 to the power of 3 into, you have to multiply with picofarad, correct? Now 10 into 10 cube is equal to 10 to the power of 4. 1 pico is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 farads, right? So 10 to the power of minus 12 into 10 to the power of minus 4 is equal to how much we are getting? So 10 to the power of minus 8 farads. Now you arrange the thing. 10 to the power of minus 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. 10 to the power of minus 2 is equal to 0.01 microfarad. 0.01 microfarad. In terms of micro, I am writing. If it is 103 capacitance, if you have to take in your laboratory, you will get how much you are getting? 0.01 microfarad. If it is 104, how we have to write? First write your digits, two digits you have to take as a 1 into 0. The fourth one you have to take it as a multiplier into 10 to the power of 4. You multiply with picofarad. You multiply with picofarad. 10 into 10 to the power of 4 is equal to 10 to the power of 5. 1 pico is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. So 10 to the power of 5 into 10 to the power of minus 12 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7 farad. 10 to the power of minus 7 is equal to, we are rearranging 10 to the power of minus 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. 10 to the power of minus 1 means 0.1. 10 to the power of minus 6, that is a microfarad. Which farad it is? Microfarad. If it is 104 capacitor, what is that microfarad? 0.1 microfarad. Clear? Like this we have to calculate, and we have to take the whichever you want the capacitance, that capacitance condenser you have to take from the box. So many capacitors are there in the box. Which one you need? If you need the 0.001, you have to take 102 condenser. If you want to get a 0.0001, you will take 101. If you want 100, so you take the 0.0001 microfarad. If you want 0.1 microfarad, 104, 0.01, if 103. Clear? Now I am giving the chart. Once you have to see here, if it is a code, this one is the code. This code is 100. 100, what we are discussing? 100. If it is 100, 0.0001 microfarad. In terms of nano, 0.01 nano. In terms of the pico, 10 picofarads. If it is 150, so 150, 200, 330, 470, 101, 101 we are discussing. Whatever we are discussing, once you have to check. 100 we are discussing, 101 we are discussing, correct? Next we are discussing about the 102, you are discussing 102, right? Next we have to discuss about which one we have to discuss, 104, 105 also we are discussing, correct? 103, 103, once you have to check 103. Next once you have to take whatever the thing, 104, 0.1 microfarad, 105, 1 microfarad, 105, 1 microfarad. Suppose triple 2, if you I want to take triple 2, wherever is the triple 2 is there, so triple 2 is there. Once we have to see triple 2 is equal to how much it will come, I will explain. 1 2 2 also we are taking on our laboratory, that's why you have to see. 2 code is there, 2. First, how we have to write? First two numbers you have to take it as a digit. The latter number you consider as a multiplier, as a 10 to the power of 2. You multiplied with picofarad, correct? 22 into 2200 picofarad. In terms of the pico, this is a 2200 picofarad. 2200 into 1 pico is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 farads, correct? If it is 10 to the power of minus 12 farads, which one we have to write? In terms of micro, I am converting 2200 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. Can I write? 10 to the power of minus 6 farads is equal to microfarad, correct? So therefore, which one we have to write here? Once you have to see, here 4 zeros are there. You have to keep 10 to the power of 6, it will come. So therefore, what we have to write here? So 10 to the power of 6, 10 to the power of 6 means you cancel it to 2 zeros, 4 it will come. Therefore, 0.0022 microfarad. 0.0022 microfarad. In terms of the microfarad. Suppose in terms of the nano, how we have to write? In terms of the nano, once you have to see 2200 pico, it means 10 to the power of minus 12 farads. Nano means 2200 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 9 farad. So 10 to the power of minus 9 is equal to nanofarad, correct? So 2200 is divided by 10 cube. So 10 cube means 2 zeros get cancelled, is divided by 2, 2.2 nanofarad. Once you have to check in the table whether it may be correctly are coming or not, once you have to see. In triple 2, in terms of the microfarad, 0.0022. In terms of the microfarad, what we are getting? 0.0022 microfarad, correct? Next one you have to see, in terms of the nanofarad, 2.2 is the nanofarad. In terms of the picofarad, 2200 picofarad, like this. This is the chart. So once you have to remember all these things, you are unable to remember. That's why you have to follow this procedure. You able to get it easily. This is very, very important to calculate the capacitor number codes. Capacitor number code calculation. Clear? Now, once we will see the tolerance. Already I told in 2A104J, 104 belongs to the capacitance of the capacitor of the capacitance C. J is a tolerance. J is a tolerance, correct? J is the tolerance. 2A is a operating voltage of that capacitor. Operating voltage or maximum voltage. Operating voltage or maximum voltage of that capacitor. Maximum voltage. What is that operating voltage? What is the maximum voltage of that capacitor? Now 104, how we have to calculate? We calculated already. 104 is equal to. Now we are coming into the tolerance. What is the tolerance? If it is D, letter D is there, the tolerance is plus or minus 0.5, 0.5 picofarad. If it is F is there, plus or minus 1%. If it is G is there, you have to take it as a plus or minus 2%. If it is H is there, plus or minus 3%. If it is J is there, if it is J, so therefore here once you have to see, if it is 104 means what we have to write, 10 into 10 to the power of 4 into picofarad you have to multiply, plus or minus that J is there, no, that J is belongs to the tolerance. What is the tolerance for J? Plus or minus 5% of this. So 10 to the power of 5 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad plus or minus 5%. 10 to the power of minus plus 5 minus 12 means minus 7 farad plus or minus 5% means 10 to the power of minus 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farad plus or minus 5%. Therefore, 0.1 microfarad plus or minus 5%. In 0.1 micro, what is the plus or minus 5? Whether it may be plus 5, whether it may be minus 5, based on your condenser, it will come. Exactly, it won't get. So we will get, if it is K, plus or minus 10%. If it is M, plus or minus 20%. If it is P, plus or minus 100%, plus minus 0%. If it is Z, plus 80%, minus 20% is there. So that is the tolerance table. This is the tolerance table for capacitor numbers, right? Now once you have to see here, what is there, once you have to take 2AJ, 473 is there, 473. How much capacitance we need to calculate? C is equal to how much? 473. C is equal to how much? You have to see. First you write the two digits, 47 you have to write, into 10 to the power of 3 multiplier into picofarad you have to see, picofarad. 47 into 10 cube into picofarad is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 farads, correct? 47 into 10 cube, 3 zeros, into 10 to the power of minus 12 means 10 to the power of minus 6 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. 10 to the power of minus is equal to, so microfarad. Now you have to see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore 0.475, 0.475 microfarad, correct? 0.475 microfarad if it is 473. This what is the capacitance of C is equal to 0.47 microfarad. 0.47 microfarad if it is 473. Plus or minus if it is J is there, no? So that's why you have to write plus or minus 5%. 2A I will give the 2A, after some time I will give the operating voltage. Now you see 683 is there. This is the 683 number. How we have to calculate the 683? Once you have to see 683 number, you consider 68. Third one is the multiplier with 10 to the power of 3 picofarad you have to multiply. 68 into 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad, correct? 68 into 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 68 into 10 to the power of minus 9 farad. 68 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to microfarad. So therefore, which one we have to write? 0.68 microfarad. This is the, so 0.68 microfarad. Here also J is there. For J belongs to 0.68 microfarad plus or minus 5%. Which percentage it is? Plus or minus 5%. So that is the capacitance of this particular capacitor. C is equal to 0.68 microfarad plus or minus 5%. Otherwise, once you have to check, already I gave in the table. So which one we are discussing about that? 473. Where is the 473? You observe 470, 471, 471. You have to take 472. This one 473, 473. Yeah, this one is the 473. In terms of the micro, 0.047. Sorry, you have to see in terms of the micro ones. You have to take 0. 0. Sorry, you have to take this one. How we have to consider once you have to take here you have to consider as a 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 3 gone, 47 into 10 to the power of minus 3, 47 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farad. So into 10 to the power of minus 6 means microfarad, right? This one you have to take it as a 47 by 1000. 47 by 1000 means 0.047, 0.047 microfarad. Sorry, once you have to take this one. Now you have to see here also same thing. Here also same thing. This one also I did small mistake. 68 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 68 into 10 to the power of minus 3 means 0.68 microfarad plus or minus 5%. If it is J, plus or minus 5%. This is also same. Once you have to take, if it is 473, what is that? 0.047 microfarad. If it is J is there, that's why plus or minus 5% of this 0.0407. It is also same thing. C is equal to 0.068 microfarad plus or minus 5%. How much percentage is there? Plus or minus 5%. You have to check it. So what is that number? Number is 683. 683 number you have to check. That's why I am giving all these things. 683. 683 0.068 microfarad. You take the nano 68 nano. If you want to take the pico 68,000 picofarad. Like that you have to calculate. You see this chart and you practice all the terms in terms of the micro, in terms of the nano, in terms of the pico you have to calculate. Clear? So this is the way you have to express the thing. Next I am coming into the operating voltage. Microfarad means like this we have to write nanofarad, picofarad of the codes 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107. All this table I am giving. Now you see here already I told 103 is the capacitance of the capacitor. J is the tolerance of the capacitor and 2G is the maximum voltage of the capacitor. If it is 103, already we calculated that is 0.01 microfarad. 0.01 microfarad 103. 2G is a maximum voltage. What is the chart for the maximum voltage if you have to see? If it is 1A, 10 volts you have to apply. If it is 1H, 50 volts you have to apply. If it is 2A, 100 volts you have to apply. 100 volts is the maximum operating voltage. 100 volts is the maximum volts. You will get in our India government, what is our voltage? How much voltage we are getting? 230 volts we are getting in household. Household voltage is equal to 230. What is the frequency in India? 50 hertz frequency we are getting in India. Frequency is 50 hertz. Where? In India. Country by country it will be changed. In India, our voltage is 230. Our frequency is 50 hertz frequency. That is the alternating current frequency. If it is 2G, 2G means you have to see what is the operating maximum voltage? 400 volts. If it is 2G, this maximum voltage is equal to 400 volts. Like that you have to see. Already I gave the tolerance colors. These are the tolerance chart. This one is a maximum voltage, maximum operating voltage chart. If it is 2A, 100 volts. If it is 2G, 400 volts is there. Like this you have to calculate in the capacitor color code system. Clear? So very, very important. Now you have to see 2A 104, 2A 104 J is there. What is that? Once you have to see 2A is belongs to the maximum operating voltage. Maximum operating voltage. 2A is maximum operating voltage 2A, right? What is that value? If it is 2A, maximum operating voltage is equal to, according to the chart, how much is there? 100 volts is there. So 100 volts is the maximum operating voltage. 104 is there, no? It will give the capacitance. Which one it will give? It will give a capacitance of the capacitor. How we have to calculate? 104, first you write the two digits, later you have to multiply with the multiplier 10 to the power of 4, you multiply with picofarad. 10 to the power of 5 into 1 pico is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. So therefore you have to take 10 to the power of minus 7 farad. 10 to the power of minus 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 microfarad. 10 to the power of minus 1 is equal to 0.1 microfarad. So this is the capacitance of the capacitor. Now the J indicates the tolerance. J indicate a tolerance. What is the tolerance of J? If it is J plus or minus 5%. Now once again you have to see, if it is J, how much percentage of the tolerance is there? Plus or minus 5% of the tolerance. So this is the information about the based on the capacitor number codes. Clear? It is very, very useful to you. So please share and subscribe our YouTube channel. You have to encourage your friends to subscribe me. This is our YouTube channel. Please cooperate with us. Thank you. Thank you for your listening.